Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you. We'll see. We will see for how long. I can't tell you right now. I don't know. I'm tired. Like, I'm out here in the workforce like a normal person. I don't know what's going on. Uh, but thank y'all for checking me out. Thank y'all for supporting. Again, I still haven't 100% figured out exactly what the schedule is going to look like. Um, I'll get into that in a little bit. But first, let me say hello to the people who decided to say hello to me. Right out the gate, Sea Breeze in the house. Sea Breeze, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. Oh, well, I meant to do that. Thank you for checking out the show. I appreciate you. DeAndre Crosby in the house. Good afternoon, DeAndre. Sea Breeze says she's checking in from Boston, by the way. Lewis Talbert, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Cedric B. Robinson, good afternoon. Good afternoon. And Erica Hummins representing Reading. Good afternoon, wrapping up the top 5. Good afternoon to you guys. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I appreciate you. I feel like I got green coming in over here. Ignore that. There is no green. Yeah. Maria Smith representing North College Hill. Good afternoon. Got David Herring in the house. Good afternoon. Pat Rogers out there in East Westwood. Good afternoon. David says, I thought you worked second shift. We'll get to that. Our own Wonder Woman, Jacqueline Carter. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. DeAndre say I should at least get an AXP hoodie for loyalty's sake. All right. Victoria Smith. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Victoria says, hey, where have you been, E-Man? Happy belated Thanksgiving. If you didn't know, I'll tell you about it in a second. Yissy Reed, representing Bond Hill. Good afternoon. Veronica Burdine. Good afternoon, representing College Hill. Alethea. Good afternoon. She's using that foul language. You know we don't cuss over here at Alethea. Thank you for checking out the show. Kim Moore Eberhart. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's see. Pamela Kinney. Good afternoon, representing North Avondale. Good afternoon. Alethea say I like that sweatshirt. Oh, hold on. You have to see the whole thing to get the effect. Yeah. King of talk, baby. That's me. Good afternoon, Samuel Campbell Jr. Good afternoon, representing Sycamore Township. DeAndre Crosby in the house. Oh, I think I already said DeAndre. Regina Denson Griffin. Good evening, out in Mariemont or Marymont, however you say it. Don't matter. Ken out there in. Why do I want to say Virginia? Is it Virginia? I'm drawing a blank, Ken. Ken is from Cincinnati, but right now he's representing, I think it's Virginia. Please forgive me. I don't know why I don't remember. This green is annoying me. It's annoying me. I'm big on the screen here, so it looks a little more detailed. I can see it where I normally can't see it. The green is annoying me. I know how to fix it, but in the meantime, it's annoying me. Let's see. But Ken, got Daryl Carpenter. Since you're doing the show at this time, is it safe to say you got fired on your day off already? No. We'll talk about it in a second. Kim says, nice. Thank you. Alethea, being a hater as usual. When you stood up, it looked like a onesie. Why you gotta be a hater? Why are you the way that you are? Why? Stephanie High, good afternoon out there in Roselawn. Thank you for checking us out. All right, let me get into it. For those who don't know, I am gainfully employed now. I work for the man. And my shift is 2 to 11. after training. Because, they got to train you to do the stuff that they want you to, the way that they want it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just come in like, I know stuff, and then just do it. They got a way that they do stuff. And so they have to train you to do stuff the way that they do it. But they don't want to train you on no second shift. They're not going to have people in there on second shift training people. So you come in with the regular people, and then we're going to show you how to do what we want you to do the way we want you to do it. And then we kick your A over there on second shift, and you better do it the way we said to do it, because we spent all that time teaching you how to do it our way. So that's kind of what's going on now. I am being trained to do the job the way they want the job done. So my normal hours will be, 2 to 11, but that's once training is over. And they do a very extensive training. I was going to come on last week, but I was so overwhelmed. Keep in mind, this is my first job in IT. So I know some stuff. I went in there like, I know stuff. I know what that is. I know what that is. No, I didn't actually go in there like that. I went in there nervous, like, ooh, do I know enough stuff? I think I know enough stuff, but I ain't 100% sure. And then I find out, yeah, I know enough stuff, but it really don't matter the stuff that I know, because they're going to teach me to do stuff the way that they want me to do stuff, which is cool. I appreciate that. So, yeah, it's an extensive training period. I was a little overwhelmed on Monday through Wednesday and then Friday. But I'm learning. Well, when I say overwhelmed, I mean it's a lot to take in. And so when I got home, I was just like, let me just sit down and relax, rest my mind, and then rest my eyes a little bit. So I did not end up coming on last week. I hope you guys can forgive me. But I think for the foreseeable future, we're probably looking at 6 o'clock. We're probably looking at around 6 o'clock for the show. 5:45, 6:15, somewhere in that general vicinity, unless, there's other stuff to do. Like tomorrow, I may not come on tomorrow, because, we're supposed to get snow. And, I got to get out and I got to drive to work in the snow. No big deal. I like driving in the snow. Get out there, drive to work. But then when I get home, I got to shovel the driveway. And I still got to shovel the driveway. If there's any snow still out there, I got to shovel the driveway. So I might not be with y'all tomorrow. But either way it go, everything going to be all right. Everything going to be all right. So, yeah, since now I work for the man. Since I work for the man now, I can't be on here acting no goddamn fool with y'all. All right? All right? So don't do or say nothing crazy to make a nigga cuss a motherfucker out, because I can't be acting like that no more. I work for the man. The man hear me on here calling people niggas and motherfuckers, and be like, hold on, do we really want to hire this nigga? Like, what? So, yeah. Don't have me on here acting no fool. Be respectable. I got to be respectable. All right. So what is going on? Sierra says, get a snowblower. I've been thinking about it, but we just don't get enough snow to justify me getting a snowblower. We just don't. I want one. I've wanted to buy one for years, but we just don't get enough snow. At least in my mind, we don't get enough snow to justify spending $600, $700, $800 on a snow. Because if I'm going to get one, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get one. It's going to be a nice one that do what I needed. I'm not getting one of them little bitch ass, just barely blow the snow. No, I'm not doing that. If I get one, I'm getting one. So we just don't get enough snow here to justify it, at least in my mind. So I got to get out there. Oh, my back. Just pretending to do it. I can already feel the muscles. I need a massage. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking about it. I need a massage. Oh, hold on. Let me say this. Even though I know she's not watching, I want to thank my daughter. My daughter got me I think she got it for Father's Day, actually. She got me a nice 60-minute massage and a nice 60-minute facial treatment. Because I'm facial and it has a different connotation. And I know some of y'all childish. So she got me some nice treatments and I enjoyed my little massage. That lady did a good job massaging me. She spent most of the time on my feet. If you don't know, I have plantar fasciitis, so my feet almost always hurt in some way, shape, or form. And before she gave me the massage, she was like, is there any particular area that you want me to, focus on? And I was like, yeah, my feet. I got plantar fasciitis, so my feet always hurt. So she was like, okay, cool. That lady hooked my feet up. I mean, they still hurt, but, while the massage was going on and everything, that lady did a good job. And I didn't get the facial, my little coupon or whatever you call it, gift certificate, whatever it is. It expired like on Thursday. But I haven't been able to get in touch with the people to get I'm going to get the facial. I'm going to get the facial. But it expires in a few days. But I'll be on the phone with them tomorrow because that's going to happen. So, yeah, I want to thank my daughter and that little baby for hooking me up because both their names is on it. So, you know. So I want to thank them for hooking me up. So, yeah, my face should be nice and smooth and glistening or, whatever happened when they give you a facial. I ain't never had no facial, I don't know. But, she want to take care of her daddy, and I appreciate it. Victoria Smith says plantar fasciitis is a beast. Yeah, it is. It is. All right, hold on. Let me see. Somebody. DeAndre say, I got 2 little bitch ass snowblowers. I'm feeling attacked. Hold on. See, I'm not saying every snowblower is a bitch ass snowblower, but if you got one of them, stage 1? Ain't that what they call them? A stage 1 snowblower? It ain't even got the things that, ain't got no wheels. It just kind of self-propelled just because it scraped the ground. It's good for like a ½ inch of snow. If you put more than a ½ inch of snow, maybe an inch, more than an inch of snow, it can't throw the snow out. Like, I'm trying to throw the snow. I'm too much of a bitch ass snowblower to throw it, So if you got one of them, but if you got something better, then you good. You good. Yeah. So no, I'm not saying anything wrong with a snowblower. Nothing whatsoever. And no, I did not get no happy ending massage. Even though I do have to say this. I did not tell Mrs. Livingston. But I was so nervous. Because, when she was massaging, and so when she was doing my hamstrings, I was nervous, and she went to the inside of the hamstring, and I was thinking, lady, you better not be, don't you be doing that. She got a little close. I was nervous, no. Just mentally, I was thinking, no. And I was trying to play through scenarios in my head, like, how am I gonna, deal with this if this lady grab my meat? You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do? How am I gonna deal with this? She was close. I was like, oh, no, please don't do it. She didn't do it. But oh my goodness, I was so nervous. Oh, I was so nervous. No, I didn't pitch a tent. I was too nervous to pitch a tent. I was like, just please don't, no, don't brush it, don't nothing. But she did a good job. She did a good job. But I'll tell y'all, I was nervous because I was thinking, now I'm going to have to go home. Not that I would have had to, but it's me. I would have had to. I was going to have to then go home and tell Mrs. Livingston, like, that lady grabbed my meat. I didn't know what to do, baby. I don't know. And then she would have never been like, and I know some people saying, well, then just don't tell her. You know what I'm saying? If you don't tell her, she won't know. But that's not who I am. That's why I'm in trouble right now. That's why I'm in trouble right now. Not with Mrs. Livingston. But remember the whole Jerry Tolliver thing? I didn't have to tell her that they put that program on my computer. But that's just the kind of person that I am. If something happens and I think it somehow affects you, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be like, this happened. So I would have had to come home and tell her, like, baby, while I was getting a massage, that lady, you know what I'm saying? She grabbed my meat. I fought her off. Get off of there. You know what I'm saying? I fought her off. But it happened. And then she wouldn't have been, like, oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? You wanted her to grab your meat, didn't you? No, I didn't want her to grab my meat. Yes, you did. You wanted that lady to grab your meat. You was hoping for her me in it, huh? That's what you wanted. That's why you went and got a massage. I didn't even ask for the massage, baby. The little girl gave me the massage. No, you knew what you wanted when you went in there. You knew what was going to happen. I'm just trying to tell you what happened so that you know what. But she didn't. But she didn't get close. Oh, I was nervous. I'm telling you. Oh, I was so nervous. But it didn't happen. It did happen. And the lady did tell me, she was like, okay, I'm going to step out. And then you can, get on the table and you can take off, what she said, you can get undressed to whatever state you're comfortable being undressed. Huh? Yeah, if if you're comfortable being nude, that's fine. Or you can keep your underwear on. Either way, it's fine. Huh? It's because I'm, what? So I definitely, I said I had to keep my drawers on. I don't be trusting people around my meat. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be a barrier. So yeah, no, I was not going to be butt naked. That wasn't happening. Ooh, boy. But I was nervous. But yeah, no, I kept my drawers on. And she didn't touch it. So I wouldn't say a damn word. My next appointment would be the following week, though. I don't know what it is about me. And it's not even I would have felt guilty thing, because I'm not a guilty type of person. I mean, if I do something wrong, I might feel some, guilt. Like, I shouldn't have did that. That was wrong. You was wrong for that, don't you? Like, yeah, I was wrong. But if somebody do something, I don't feel guilt about it. But I just feel like if it affects you or could affect you in some way, I need to tell you. And I would be in so much less trouble if I didn't tell. Now, I will say I did not tell about the shirt over the head thing. That I didn't tell, because that would have been all kind of trouble. Because, I was not happy at that point anyway, and I don't want to get too much into it, but I knew I was on my way out the door, so I even go through any additional drama with that. So that she just never heard about. But, yeah, I be telling, man. So, Ronald said, you ain't saying nothing. See, that's y'all. That's y'all. I'm different. I'm a different type of guy. But yeah, I'm supposed to go get the facial massage treatment or whatever. See, again, I can't just say I'm going to get a facial because y'all are immature. And then that's going to be a thing. And I don't want it to be a thing. But, so anyway, that's that. What was I about to say? I talked about the job. I talked about potentially we're going to be doing 6 o'clock. What else? What else is going on that I'm supposed to talk about? I know it's something else that I'm supposed to talk about. Tanika, good afternoon. Crystal says, so you couldn't relax because you thought you were about to get molested. No, it was just a moment. Like, of course, we started off the massage. I was, laying on my stomach and she was massaging me. I wasn't even worried about that. I wasn't worried about that. You massage away. And then, I turned over and, she was massaging. She started with the arms and all that kind of stuff and, did a little the chest area. And, then once she started on my legs, she started at the bottom of my legs, she hit the little, the legs and all that kind of stuff. And then she came up and when she started on the hammies, I was all right. But then when she went to the inside of the hammies, which ain't really your hamstring no more. I don't know exactly. I ain't no physical fitness guy, as you can tell. So I don't know exactly what that is in there. But, yeah, when she started on the inside of the thigh area, that's what it's, my thighs. When she got the rubbing, not the hamstrings, but the thighs, that's when I got nervous. That's when I got nervous. But then she went to the feet. So that was cool. She ended off on the feet. She spent a good 20 minutes on my feet. But I was happy because that was what I told her I wanted to be the main focus. So yeah, she spent a good 20 minutes on my feet. Was she black? She was not black. She was not black. I actually scared her initially. And not the way that y'all might think. I'm sure that was scary too. But that's not the way. Like when I showed up, I guess they had taken lunch. And so when I got there, I had called to be let in. And she was walking down the street. And I saw her and I kind of startled her. It wasn't intentional. And I was like, excuse me, whatever. And I could see the fear kind of in her eyes. And she went around me real quick and went around the building. I was thinking, okay, I guess she don't work here. No biggie. And, then they let me in and everything. And then when she came to get me, I was like, you the bitch that was scared outside. I recognize you. But, I ain't say nothing. I was just thinking that. And then it was, everything else was okay after that. Everything was okay. She calmed down a little bit. So, yeah, it was all good. But initially I scared her. But yeah, she was a Caucasian lady, and she was nice. Yeah, she was nice. So you didn't tell about getting smushed in the face. No, I didn't tell about that. But I would happy anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why tell that? You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary drama. It's unnecessary. Maybe I should have told that. And then I could have, you know, that bitch put it in your face. So what's put it in my face? So what am I supposed to do? If you want taste in your face, why don't you go see that bitch? All right, then I'll go see that bitch. And then I would have been out right then. But then I would have been the bad guy. Who wants to be the bad guy? No, nobody wants to be the bad guy. Ladies, this is why a lot of times we do stuff and then say we didn't do it. We know we the bad guy in some of them situations, but we don't want to be the one to break up with you. We want you to be the one to break up with us, make you feel good, give you a good story to tell your girls. And then for some reason, it makes us not feel as bad. I don't know why, but it makes us not feel as bad when you break up with us. You run around telling your girls, you know, he did this and he was a dog and he was that and that. And we denied it the whole time. Oh, no, baby, that wasn't me. Oh, that wasn't me. I didn't do that. No, baby, that wasn't me. We know it was us. You know what I'm saying? We know. For real, we know we was the problem. Sometimes we was intentionally the problem so that you could break up with us. I don't care what you tell your girls. You be strong. He wasn't man enough for me. Yeah, you right. I wasn't man enough for you. As long as you ain't crying and shit, you know. We straight. Like, it's all good. Your boys know. Your boys know. That's kind of all that matter to some degree. To some degree, that's all that matter. Your boys know. Now, she feel empowered and strong and all that kind of stuff. That's the best breakup ever. That's the best breakup ever. She keyed my car and she slashed my tires and then she told her girl she was strong. That's the best breakup ever. She wasn't running around crying and shit. That's trying to make me feel bad. You know, I'm gonna kill myself. No, nobody want that. No, don't do that. No, I'll stay with you, baby. I will stay with you. I'll stay with you until I give you a real reason to be so mad that you got to break up with me. But don't be sad. Don't be crying. Be mad. Be strong. Be independent. Be Tony Braxton. He wasn't man enough for me. Yeah, that's what we want. I don't care. Every time you and your girl see me, y'all, he wasn't man enough for her. We be, okay, I don't care. I done moved on. I moved on. So yeah, that's really what we. So that might have been a good move to tell, but I didn't tell that one. What else? What else is going on out there? Hold on. Alicia, you trying to get somebody in trouble. You trying to get somebody in trouble. Kevin say, didn't you just tell on yourself now, though? No, I didn't tell on myself. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing wrong. Alicia trying to get somebody in trouble. You're not getting me in trouble. Hey, I know, you know what I'm saying? I know to be happy. And I know how to be happy. Did you have your badge on? What badge? I don't know what badge it is that you're talking about that I needed to have on. She's seen them werewolf feet. Hey, my feet ain't bad. You know, my feet ain't bad. I keep my feet, and I don't have to keep them in print. My feet are, other than the whole plantar fasciitis thing, I got some decent feet. Like, having my feet out, I ain't ashamed. I ain't got like bumps on all my toes and all that kind of stuff. My feet is all right. Worst thing that happens to my feet is, you know, I might go a little long before I cut my toenails. I might be, you know, I don't really cut my toenails until Mrs. Livingston be like, ouch, you need to cut your toenails. That's terrible. But yeah. Until she say, ouch, you need to cut your toenails. Then I'll be like, oh, I do need to cut my toenails. Other than that, that's really all that's wrong with my feet is I let my toenails grow a little long. I'm not a fan of cutting my toenails. Maybe one of these, you know, I went and got a pedicure once. I can't do pedicures. Number one, I'm not 100% comfortable when they pull that little razor out and start shaving your feet off and stuff. I don't like that. That skin is there for a reason. That skin is a little rougher than normal skin for a reason. You can't just be cutting off skin off my feet. So I'm not 100% comfortable with that. And then number two, my feet are ticklish. And so the whole time that she brushing that stone on my feet and all that kind of stuff, and I'm trying my best not to laugh, but it is killing me. Hold on, let me grab the
Okay.
phone. Alethea,
What's up, Evan? How you doing?
Alethea, I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Listen, I don't know why this conversation tickles me pink, but you know what I was thinking? I didn't know you liked massages, but there be like a lot of massage therapists across my, I don't know if it's because I'm in the beauty industry, but they come across my feed a lot. And you sure got one of those men because it looks very, very relaxing because they're like muscular
Yeah,
and they
no,
could do like deep tissue and
no,
they have a lot of baby oil.
yeah, no,
And for
no.
some odd reason, they do like the body contact where they massage like the buttocks and
Yeah,
stuff.
uh-uh.
So I'm going to refer you to one of the men
You can refer
since you
all
were
you
so
want. I am not
since you were
going.
so uncomfortable
I
with
am
the woman.
No, no, no. Look. I wasn't uncomfortable. I was just a little nervous. There was a small period of time when I
Why?
was a little nervous. But other than that, no, I'm not. No,
Well, you had did you have scheduled a full body massage?
yeah.
Well, that's a full body. This your first time getting it?
Yes. Yes, this is the first.
Yeah.
Well,
So
hold
that's
on.
a
Let me wait.
full.
Let me correct that. I did get a massage from one of Mrs. Livingston's best friends is a
Okay.
massage therapist, and she gave me a massage once, and there was no inner thigh stuff going on, and I wasn't
Yeah, because you
concerned.
probably had done one swishy
No,
job.
no. I wasn't
That's why
concerned.
you were getting
I
it
wasn't
done.
concerned about her at all. That is Mrs. Livingston's best friend, and I
Okay.
knew she wasn't gonna touch nothing she had no business touching. So I wasn't
Gotcha.
concerned with that at all. But that was once. This time it was some lady that I didn't know, and so I was just a little concerned. But she, you know what I'm saying, she was fine. But no, ain't no way that no I'm getting no massage from a man in that way.
But you should. They have like the scrubbing towels and everything. They go up your
Yeah,
thighs
no,
and
that's for
have it all soaked up.
that is a woman's only massage. You ain't never seen no straight man
Yes.
have no man do that massage to them.
So, so,
No.
so you have a preference? Like you have a preference?
Yes. Hell yes.
So did
And
you say that walking in there?
I've seen videos of those massages, and I'm telling you,
I told you.
ain't no
Yes.
straight man getting no massage like that from no
Is it
man.
with the soap and everything? You sure? I know that
Oh,
would have blown your mind walking
no, it
in there
wouldn't.
like,
I'd have
what?
got up and left. I'd have got the
I know
hell
you
up
would
and
have.
left. Fought my way out of
I
there.
know you would
I
have.
would have fought my
Yeah.
way out of there, all slick and greasy and everything. I'd have
So
fought my way out of
did you
there.
get a manzillion before you went?
No,
Or
I don't even know what that means. No, I'm not.
well,
No.
it's like the man version of a Brazilian wax for a woman, but usually men get those before
What
getting like a full
what
body.
men are
Did you
you
go in
dealing
there like a
with?
werewolf? Don't tell
What?
me.
Wait, what men are you dealing with? No, I, no, I
So you
never.
mean to tell me you went for a full body massage, fully hairy, like you had full body hair on you?
In my natural state, yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm hanging up now. But next time, no, next time get a man to at least get
What?
like the chest and the back done.
Why?
At least
Why? I'm a man.
it's to give you a
Hold on.
smoother kind of
First, just for the record.
massage.
Hold on, just for the record. First, I'm not a very hairy man. Okay.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
as you can just look and see my mustache don't even grow in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a very hairy guy. So, you know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
don't like have back hair and chest hair and all that. I got like 3 strands of hair growing on my chest. So I don't need to do all of that, okay?
Well, that's good you didn't have taco meat. That's what I was thinking. Like, when you see older men, you think the gray hair and stuff on the chest and on the back. You know,
But
you don't supposed to go like
but
that.
hold
But
on,
since you're bare, you're
but
okay.
Alethea, for real, what men are you talking to? What men get waxed before they go get a massage? Like
Yeah,
that's not
yeah,
that don't
yeah.
sound.
Smooth canvas.
And I know
Smooth
this ain't,
canvas.
you know what I'm saying, this is, I'm kind of stereotyping and all that kind of stuff, but that don't sound like straight man stuff. Are these
Yes,
men?
it
Hold on.
is.
Are these
Yes, it
men?
is.
Are these men that come to your salon?
Well, I am licensed to do body scrubs, but I'm not licensed to do massages
But that's not what
because
I'm
I'm not a
asking you.
massage therapist.
The
So no,
men.
they would not come
But
to
what I'm
my salon. But I know a lot of men that
but
definitely
right,
get
that's what I'm
waxed.
asking you. The men that you know who get waxed
Yes,
before they get a massage, are they
yes,
like regulars in your
clean.
salon?
It's called like clean. Yeah,
Okay.
even like going on vacations,
Are
they
they
get very, very
regulars?
clean.
Are they regulars in your salon?
You mean you said that I know, not in my salon.
I'm asking
They
you.
don't get into my salon.
No, I'm
But
asking. Do
regular
they do?
regular men, yeah, I do know a
No,
lot of men that get
I'm asking you.
waxes.
Do those men come to your or anybody else's salon?
I'm sure they go to barber shops.
I'm
Like
just.
the men that
I'm
I
just.
know, they go to barber shops to get their hair cut. Not to me, but they do go get massages, but they get waxed before
Okay. Well, you
they get done.
look. You explained it all when you said the men's that I know. That was all I needed to hear. That is something that
Yeah, it's
men's
a lot
do.
of men that get waxed.
Men's.
You haven't had a wax? Like your underarms, your
Hell
back. Well, you
no.
just say you're not
Hell
really
no.
hairy, but your underarms are.
Hell no.
Huh?
No.
Oh,
That
geez. I wonder if
men's.
anybody in your chat, like the grown, I'm saying grown men,
No,
have they
men's.
ever got
Men's. Put the S
waxed?
on
Yeah,
there. Men's.
men,
Yeah, men's.
for
Men,
sure.
not
So
men.
even like that
Men's.
chest stuff, like y'all don't cut that down or off, or you
Yeah,
just
okay. No.
go and get a massage. Ew. Okay. Well, that's cool. But you are hilarious. And I think you need, instead of just having that podcast, you need to start having like a YouTube channel when you go do stuff like this, especially with this being so hilarious.
I'm just okay. I'm just telling
I would
you.
have loved to see your face, like your reaction. Like, was your eyes bulged? Were your eyes closed?
No,
Like,
my
were you
eyes
just
were closed,
praying?
but mentally I was ready to defend myself if it would have went down.
You really thought something was going down for real?
Yes. Yes, I did. Yes.
Oh my gosh, was the vibe good? Like lights, all that matters. Candles lit, music, quiet.
It was music
What was your
and
requirement?
music and candles and all that, but I didn't really care about none of that kind of stuff. My daughter got it for me, and so I wasn't gonna waste her money, and that was pretty much it.
You got an amazing daughter. I'm so glad that you thanked her, but I know she is probably like giggling when you give her this story back. Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
I didn't tell
crazy
her.
to
I
me.
didn't tell her all that. She asked me how it went. I
Oh
told her it was
my
fine.
God.
That's all
It's
she needed to know.
hilarious. It's
That's all she needed
hilarious.
to know.
You should keep doing different experience like this. It's
Yeah.
funny.
All right.
You should. Keep living your life. And congratulations on the job. You've been fake, making all the money. Now you don't have time for us.
I'm here.
You're here. You're here. You're here. All right, well, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Alethea.
And did you make a standing appointment?
For?
The massages. Like,
No, I got
did
that one.
she,
I got that one. I'm good.
you know you're supposed to make another appointment right
No,
after.
now here
Like,
is
it could
when.
be a month, 2
Hold
months.
on. Here is when I will get another massage, and I will probably call Mrs. Livingston's friend to do this one, because she did a wonderful job as well. But here is when I will get another massage. Once I get myself in the gym and get a good workout in and be like super sore, I will probably 2 weeks later get a massage.
Uh-huh.
Cause when I get in the gym and I really start working out, for those next 2 weeks, I can barely move and can barely walk. Cause when I work out, I get it in. I can barely move. I can barely walk. It hurt. Every movement that I make hurt. But after about 2 weeks, I'm not, I can move, I can walk, but I'm still sore. So that's when, a nice massage would come in really handy.
Well, why would you go back to the best friend if she didn't get the areas that the new massage
Well,
therapist got?
because I didn't tell the best friend about my plantar fasciitis until after the massage. And then she was like, "Why didn't you
Mm.
tell me that? I would have really focused on your feet." And and secondly, because I know she's not gonna grab my meat, so I'm not. I don't even have that concern.
You're like one of those funny uncles. Like you just
I'm just telling the
without
truth.
even trying.
I'm just
Well,
telling the
have a
truth.
good evening. But yeah, just keep booking those. You really do need it, especially working, taking care of the grandbaby, taking
I
care of
think
the
I'm okay.
wife. Yeah, just put you some time in there where you can get yourself a massage. Next time, do a menzillion so
Yeah, no.
you can get those.
I'll
Just
leave that
Google
for the
it
men's.
later.
I'll leave that for the men's.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye bye.
I'm right. That was Alethea. Yeah, I'll leave that for the men. I Most men that I know ain't never got no wax and ain't never considered getting no wax. I've never considered it. That's one of the things that my daughter actually does. She's whatever, a wax person. I know that's not what it's called. That's one of the things that she does, and she has male clients and all that kind of stuff. But I will never be a client, and that's something that I will never do. So I'm not even concerned about that. All right, what else is going on for real out here? Can I talk just a little bit? Excuse me. Can I talk just a little bit about the shooting? The shooting in California. I had a few minutes on one of my breaks at work, and I was listening to Mr. Wyatt at the very end of his show. And he was talking about this shooting that happened in Stockton, California. What they say, like 4 people were killed. Um, Someone as young as 8, I believe. I believe it was an 8-year-old who was killed, or at least who was shot. Uh, the identities of the deceased, okay, have not yet been released, but one of them has. They were age 8, 9, 14, and 21. 15 total shooting victims, 3 minors, and they said from age 8 to age 30. From age 8 to age 30. And, this was something that happened that I guess they said was like a 2-year-old's birthday party. And some people were saying it was gang related, but I saw a statement from the sheriff that was saying, hey, look, we can't automatically say that. We don't have evidence to prove that, so we can't automatically say that. And of course, I mean, it's a horrible, tragic situation. You don't want to see things like that happen. I don't even really know, though, because what Mr. Wyatt was asking was, why ain't people talking about this? And where are the leaders? Where are the leaders? And I get frustrated at how we treat our so-called leaders. And I say so-called leaders because I don't have a leader in that way. But I understand what people mean when they say, our leaders, all that kind of stuff. So, look, if as much grief as people give Mr. Sharpton, Benjamin Crump, and I think I heard or saw where somebody mentioned Jamal Bryant, as much grief as people give them for trying to deal with stuff and how ineffective they are and all of that kind of stuff. Let's say Al Sharpton and Jamal Bryant and Benjamin Crump, and name any other so-called leader that you want to name. I'll go to Stockton and march and say, stop the violence, stop the violence. And, what? Because what else do you expect them to do? and then there's more violence. What happens then? What do their critics say then? Their critics won't say, man, I appreciated them guys going down there, standing up and saying no violence. That was a nice move, and I believe that they'll be... No, what they will say is, why are they wasting their time down there? Marching ain't gonna stop no violence. Having speeches ain't gonna stop no violence. Rallies ain't gonna stop no violence. See, they ineffective. They can't stop violence. Ain't nothing they can do to stop violence. Let's see how ineffective they are. People want to put them in, and they really, to some degree, they are in no-win situations. They're in no-win situations. What's the win? The only win is to go down there and then violence ceases. That's not going to happen. Oh, but I bet if it would have been police who went in there, Mr. Wyatt didn't say this. I heard other people saying this. I bet if it would have been the police down there and shot all them people, then they would be saying something. That's different. I don't understand how people still don't understand how different police violence on people is and just general violence on people. It's different. Guess what they're doing right now? Guess what they're doing right now? The police, there's a manhunt underway. There's a manhunt underway. They trying to figure it out. And if they figure it out, once they figure it out, guess what's going to happen? That person is going to get arrested. That person is going to get charged. And that person is probably going to get some hefty penalties. Now, what would have happened had that been police doing that? Wouldn't have been no manhunt. They wouldn't want to release to us the information about who did the shooting. They would make excuses, or we got to get all the evidence. Don't pass judgment until we have all the evidence. And once they knew exactly who it was who did the shooting, which they would know right at the beginning, but they would pretend maybe that they didn't know. Then they would do their own little investigation. We probably, again, wouldn't know who the officer was, because they passing all these laws around the country to keep that stuff shh. What's the officer's name? Shh. Who did the shooting? Shh. They don't want you to know who the officers are nowadays. They would cover it up. And if anything, let him retire. Don't fire him. Let him retire so that he can get his pension. And then if there were charges, then, he went to trial. He got found guilty. He got probation. Like, it would have to be some straight up in your face Derek Chauvin, look like hand in the pocket, knee on the neck, smiling and posing for the cameras type stuff for it to be any significant punishment. That's the difference. When they find this guy or these guys or people, they're going to have to deal with the consequences of their actions. They're not going to cover it up for them unless they actually are part of it, which I don't know what the deal is. So that's why, at least in my opinion, you're not seeing Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump and all these other civil rights leaders, national civil rights advocates there talking about this. Well, that, and I don't know if anybody called them and asked them to come. For all we know, one of the family might call Al Sharpton and say, hey, will you come and do the funeral? And Al Sharpton might say, sure. And then Al Sharpton will be there. And then what'll happen? Oh, he probably only down there because he see a chance to get some money. Oh, he only down there because he see a chance to get some headlines. It's never like, it was nice that he went down there. But you see how effective he is. You see how he ineffective, right? You see they're still shooting down there, don't you? You know, and it's I get frustrated watching us tear our own people down. Vernon says, do we know for sure that the victims are black? I don't know for sure that the victims are black. I know that I saw some black people standing up, or some people that look black standing up, at a press conference, or, where people were taking photos and people were kind of gathered around. But, I mean, either way, I don't think it's fair for everything that happens to say, where is Al Sharpton? He can only be in so many places at the same time. I think the number is 1. But, I don't know, he might know a trick. He might be able to be in 2 or 3 places. But I don't think he can be in 100 places at the same time. So I don't think it's fair to put that responsibility on Al Sharpton. They got community leaders down there. I don't think it's fair to put that responsibility on Sharpton or any other so-called leaders. Of course, the people who is responsible to put that on are the people who did the shooting. And they say that the shooting started inside of the party. At least that was what I read in one report. Now, again, I'm not saying that this is the facts. That's what I read in a report. And we know that they don't always wait until they actually have facts. Sometimes they speculate, and then we think that they're giving us facts. But I read that the shooting started inside the spot. And I don't want to blame nobody but the people who did the shooting. But I will say this. There's certain members of my family that I would never invite to their little baby's birthday party. They know who they are. They know I love them. I love them. I do. I love my people. But there are certain ones of my people who, I'm sorry, they don't be around. If it's a small family gathering, and it's only going to be family, it's going to be inside the house, they can come to the house and hang out with us at the house. But if we're going to be at the park having a party or something like that, I know this wasn't at a park. If we're going to be at the park having a party, they're not going to be there. Because there's certain people that trouble follows them because they live in that troubled world. They live and move in the troubled world. And so the troubled world kind of follow them where they go. I don't need the troubled world showing up at that little baby's 8th birthday party. You know what I'm saying? No. If you want to send the little baby a gift, we'll take the gift. If you want to call, we'll take the call. If we're having a little birthday party at the house, you might be able to come. But if we out, no. And they know, like, this is no revelation. Like, I wonder why I never get invited to the outdoor birthday parties for the little kids. Like, you know why. You know why. And I think, again, I'm not placing no blame on nobody. I don't know all the details and all that kind of stuff. I think people have to be smart. I know you love Man, but Man shouldn't be at every event if Man is running in them streets doing dirt. Or Man got a hot temper and carries a gun everywhere. And, you know what I'm saying, he done shot a couple people. Man should not be at the party with the little kids. If y'all want to have a cookout with nothing but adults and Y'all want Man to be there because, y'all just want Man to be there and y'all willing to take the chance of getting shot, innocent bystander getting shot. Okay, cool. But you got to know your people. You got to know your people. And I do have to admit, and I don't even know where this is coming from. I do have to admit, I'm tired of everybody being gangster. I'm tired of everybody being gangster. Women, y'all get some of the blame for this. And I don't mean women being gangster too. No. Women, y'all get some of the blame for this because some of y'all, not all of y'all, maybe nobody watching here. Even though I get a feeling it's a few people watching this show who fit into this category. But y'all like that stuff. Y'all like that gangster shit. And then you got people like me running around talking about why is everybody a gangster? Everybody a gangster now? Everybody. The gangsters are gangsters. Okay, that makes sense. That's logical. Our comedians are gangsters now. All our comedians are gangsters now. Okay, not all of them. But, the comedy community, they all gangsters now. Watch Club Shay Shay. I laugh every time I say Shay Shay. That should not be the name of his show. But watch Club Shay Shay. Listen to the comedians. They all want to be gangsters now. I can't think of the Pierre. Watch his show. Watch the interviews that he do with the comedians. Our comedians are all gangsters now. You the funny man. They think I'm a funny man. Shit, roll up on me and see how funny I am. Nigga, you a comedian. Be the funny man. That's your job. Be the funny man. Nothing wrong with being the funny man. No, I got to be gangster too. Why? Our singers and our entertainers, they all gangster. They all gangsters. I was watching something, and it was an R&B singer talking about watching some other R&B singer get jumped backstage. And he's like, now I didn't, of course, agree with this, but I understood the point he was trying to make. He's like, you don't see that happening with white people? When you heard at Taylor Swift concert, Taylor Swift got jumped backstage by 3 other white pop stars. When you heard Mick Jagger backstage getting jumped by the Beatles. Our singers are all, they gangsters now. Of course, the rappers, they gangsters now. Like everybody got to be a gangster. Everybody got to want to fight and kill people. Everybody. Again, some of this I blame on women. Because if women said, I don't want no gangster ass nigga, dudes wouldn't be trying to be gangsters all the time. If women said, if you are that type of person, collectively, if you are that type of person, you don't get none. Dudes will check that real quick. Sammy says Taylor Swift did have bad blood with another pop singer. Did they jump her backstage at one of her concerts? I don't know. I want us to move. Oh, hold on. Vernon said something that I wanted to read. Where is it, Vernon? I'll go to the last messages. Vernon said, I'm reading at the party was for the 2-year-old daughter of a woman named Patrice Williams. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was what I said. It was for, I thought that I said that the police said or a report said it was for a 2-year-old. And the 14-year-old who was killed was named Amari Peterson. He's the only one of the deceased who's been identified so far. Yeah, that was what I said. I didn't say his name because I didn't remember his name, but I said that. For real, man, I want to be able to go somewhere where people ain't trying to be gangsters and fight and shoot and shit. I mean, when I say that, I do. I go places. I typically don't go places where gangster types hang out. But I don't know. It just, it's this culture that we live in now. Ken says, Emanuel, that he says, I'll say it's the culture. Being ignorant and a gangster is more acceptable than being calm and intelligent. Right. And I'm like tired of seeing it and seeing the effects of it. Now, me saying it ain't gonna change it. But it is something I'm kind of tired of seeing. I wish things was a little different. I wish things was different. Nat says, speaking of comedy, I just watched that new Kevin Hart stand-up, and it was decent. I ain't even a big fan of his stand-up. I watched the Kevin Hart thing. I think I might have cracked a smile once or twice. I might have cracked a smile once or twice. Daryl says, what's gangster to me is being a father, taking care of your family, being a family man. That's some real gangster-S. Because, you know, I don't cuss. I can't be reading all that cuss and stuff y'all putting up there. See, I understand what you mean, Daryl, but I don't even like using the term that that's what's gangster. Because I don't think that's gangster. I think that's just respectable, or at least it should be considered, in my humble royal opinion. It should be considered respectable. People should respect that. But I don't want to marry it with gangster stuff. But I understand what you're saying. Daryl says that Kevin Hart special is trash. Yeah, that's what I said. I might have smiled. Like, I didn't even chuckle. Like, he didn't do, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to laugh. I already don't. And Mrs. Livingston was like, oh, you want to watch that Kevin Hart special? And I was like, sure. And I had to mentally prepare myself. Like, I'm going to give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn on the receptive to funny. And even though I'm not a fan of his, if he say something funny, then I'm going to acknowledge his funniness and I will laugh. I won't stifle my laugh because I don't like Mr. Hart. Or at least I haven't liked his latest material. I smiled once or twice. That was about it. No, Tria, I don't cuss. I'm not reading cuss words. Y'all not gonna make me. I told you I work for the man now. Y'all not gonna make me cuss. Y'all not. Y'all not. I'm not losing my job and my good standing with the man because of y'all motherfuckers. That's not gonna happen. Y'all not making me cuss. Troy says Kevin Hart is not it. I mean, he's kind of run out of, you know, regular people, which I think that was what he was trying to do. My perception is what he was trying to do was relate to normal people. Again, the last special of his that I saw was all about how rich he is and how famous he is and the issues and problems that he and his family have being so rich and famous. And I think he was trying to relate. And, you know, we can all relate to getting older because, you know, everybody get older. So I think he was trying to roll with that. Like, I'm going to talk about something that I'm actually going through that we can all relate to, so I don't just talk about being rich and famous. But he just told old people jokes. No different than somebody else told old people jokes. And he used some of his old, what's the word I'm looking for? Tactics? That's not the word I'm looking for. But he used some of his old tactics to try to make it funny. You know, the tactic of, I'm going to start saying something and then I'm going to start laughing and pretend like I can't get it out because I'm laughing too hard to get it out. And then, okay, hold on. Okay, so I was walking down the street. Hold on. I was walking down the street and, you know, it's a tactic of his, like, oh, what I'm about to say is so funny, it's making me laugh, you know. And it works on some people. Sometimes if you start laughing at your story, other people start laughing at your story, and you know, then boom, your story seemed funnier than the story was because everybody's already laughing at the story before you even got the story out. So he used that a lot, but it didn't make the stories funny to me. Vernon say the Kevin Hart hate is thicker than the twin hate. No, that's not hate. I mean, if I thought the dude was funny, I would have said he was funny. But, you know, sometimes you don't be funny. At least to me, it wasn't funny. I didn't even hear Mrs. Livingston laugh, like out loud laugh once. I think she might have chuckled once or twice. I didn't even hear her laugh out loud. So it's not hate. Go check it out. You know, support the brother if that's what you want to do. Support the brother. I did tell y'all I'm back in business with Netflix, right? Yeah, that little girl. She done had Netflix this whole time. It just had me bumming Netflix from other people. So I got her little Netflix stuff, and then they caught me. Like, oh, you don't belong to this household. But we got a trick for them. I can't tell y'all what the trick is, but we got a trick for them, so I'm back in business. So yeah, I was able to watch it. I was able to check it out and see what was going on. Purple Pro say, I hate Kevin Hart. Well, damn. Why? And somebody said I cussed. Why do y'all make stuff up about me? Why do y'all make stuff up about me? Yeah, I was bumming Netflix. Yes, that's what I call it when somebody give you their password, and you not paying for it. You bumming some Netflix. I'm bumming. I'm bumming Netflix. I'm bumming HBO Max. I'm bumming Hulu. I'm bumming. I think that's it. I think everything else I got, I pay for it. I think I pay for everything else that I got. I pay for Peacock, which I'm probably about to get rid of. I pay for Paramount Plus. Of course, I pay for Apple TV Plus and Prime. So, yeah. And Disney Plus. I pay for Disney Plus. Purple Pro say she hate Kevin Hart. His stupid expressions and loud A mouth. Daryl say, my wife car plays Netflix, and one day we was driving, and it said basically, "Why is your house moving?" And it blocked us. So I had to put in our sign-in credentials. There's a thing that and it's no secret, like Netflix knows. So there's a thing that you have to do to make a household that's not your household included in your household, because they acknowledge you might have two houses. You might have two residences, and you shouldn't have to pay for Netflix for this residence and then pay for Netflix for that residence. So I think you have to, like, once every so often, I don't know the frequency, you have to sign in on a device, like say your phone. You have to sign in to Netflix on your phone at house number 1. And then within a specific amount of time, sign in at the other house on your phone. Because then it looks at both of those IP addresses and it says, oh, the same person, the person with the, the password, the access, the person whose account it is signing in on the same device from 2 different houses, from 2 different IP addresses in 2 different places. So this is residence number 1 and that's residence number 2. And you gotta, though, keep it up. I don't know if it's every month or every 2 months, every 3 months, but you have to do that. And then that way they register both residences as the residence for that one account. I imagine you can do it with more than one residence, because there are people with more than 2 residences. Sammy said, I think the word you were looking for in regards to Kevin Hart is old material. Well, you could consider it old material, because who hasn't talked about getting old? Who hasn't talked about getting old? But yeah, he has certain, again, I keep saying tactics, things that he does. Yeah. Netflix spying on you is nuts. Yeah. That's how they do it. That's how they doing. Regina says every couple of months. Okay. Pat says the Christmas commercial has Kevin Hart as a little elf. That's how I see him all the time. The commercial makes me smile. That's it. And that's fine. I don't have no problem. Cause Sierra. So I saw Kevin Hart's special live last January and enjoyed it. Okay, congratulations. I didn't. But again, what makes one person laugh, another person looks at it like, that's not funny. So, yeah. One special that I thought was funny, is that brother named Ryan Davis? Ryan Davis. He produced his own special Hold on, let me make sure that I'm saying his name right. Because I'm pretty sure his name is Ryan Davis. Yeah, Ryan Davis. His little comedy special, which I think you can now watch in full on YouTube. Actually, I think Ali Sadiq. It's on Ali Sadiq's channel, the full special. Even though for whatever reason it's in black and white. But I thought his special was really funny. There were genuine moments in there where I laughed. It was really funny. Daryl says Deion Cole is hilarious. He's even funnier in person. Sierra says, I think sometimes jokes land differently in person versus recorded. Same thing with some live performances. Oh, well, of course. And especially, you know what I'm saying, when you're in an environment, there's the environment plays because as a person who has performed, I performed to huge crowds and to small crowds. I performed to really lively crowds and to really dead crowds. And I'm telling you, number one, super dead, super large crowd, you don't get a whole lot. Just like a super dead, really small crowd, you don't get a lot. But you can put me, and I'm telling you, I've experienced this. I don't know the exact number, but if I had to guess, I would say it might have been 2,000 people. One of the bands that I've sang with, we performed. It was a 4th of July event. And it had to be 2,000 people there. And the crowd was the liveliest crowd. And you would have thought, you know what I'm saying, we was name your favorite big artist. And it was the best show. It was the best show. And I've been in front of a crowd of, I don't say roughly 1,000. And they were just sitting there. And I ain't mad at them. Entertain me. You know what I'm saying? Entertain. And you up there going hard, and they just sitting on their hands. And you can kind of tell they enjoying it, because you might see, you know what I'm saying, a head nod or a foot tap. But they're not an active, engaged crowd. And that just sucks something out of you as, the entertainer. It does. It just, but you put me in a little club with 50 people, and those 50 people came to party. It feel like being in front of that crowd of 2,000 people who came to party. So I say all of that to say, you go to a comedy show, hopefully with the idea that I'm going to have fun and I'm going to laugh. So, yeah, everything, you know what I'm saying? You in that mood. Everything hit good, especially if the rest of the crowd is into it. Everything hit. So I understand, people see certain stuff, see performances, comedians tell jokes, but then you see them on TV. You're not in that crowd. You in your living room. You ain't had 3 shots or, whatever. The energy ain't there. And it's just the electricity in the air. It's air conditioning in the air or heat. You know what I'm saying? That's what's in the air. And then you watch them same jokes and you... So I get it. I get it. Nat says, Dave Chappelle is my favorite right now, though. Can I just say this about Dave Chappelle? Y'all gonna hate me. If y'all don't already. when you think about it, lately, Dave Chappelle stuff, and when I say lately, I mean the past few times that I've seen him, like certain clips of him. I can't say like a whole show. But after that Netflix run, now every time I see Dave Chappelle, he's just kind of out talking. And people be laughing at stuff that he say, but I'll be like, he didn't even really tell a joke. Like, he just told you a simple, quick tale. Like, let me tell you a tale. I don't do a Dave Chappelle impersonation. Let me tell you a tale. I was driving down the street with my wife and kids in the car. And people killed Dave. And I'll be like, he ain't tell no joke yet. And we stopped at a light. He ain't tell no joke yet. Why are y'all laughing? He didn't tell a joke yet. He might be setting up a joke, but he didn't tell a joke. All he said was, I'm in the car with my wife and kids, and we stopped at a light, and y'all already laughing. And I looked over, and I saw a bum. Dave Chappelle. He didn't tell a joke yet. Just because he say bum, that's not funny. What are you laughing about? And the bum, he had on a gold chain. Like, what is funny? So yeah, I find that a lot of what Dave Chappelle do now is he tells somewhat mundane stories. And sometimes, I was just about to say that, Nat, and sometimes he weaves some politics and a little bit of culture in there. But he still don't necessarily say nothing funny. He just tell you a story. And again, it can be a super uneventful story. But people be cracking up. And I'll be like, that's not because Dave Chappelle is funny. That's because Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle. Now, that's not hate. I mean, it is what it is. Like, if, you know what I'm saying? If you can get up and say, hi, my name is Dave Chappelle, and the place burst out in laughter, hey, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. My arm hurt. That nigga said his arm hurt. No, for real. My shoulder. Is it? That Dave Chappelle. He say shoulder. That nigga say shoulder. Like, that's not. He didn't say nothing funny. At least let him say something funny before you give it up. But again, if you know what I'm saying, if you ever achieve that level, like he had to put in a whole lot of work before he achieved that level. But as of late, just the stuff that I've seen, he is at that level. He is at that level. I'll be like, okay, it's Dave Chappelle. It's Dave Chappelle. I got a Dave Chappelle shirt. I like Dave Chappelle. I think he has the ability to be hilarious. But I don't just give up laughter because that nigga tell a story. Say something funny. But that's just me. That's just me. Some people, he walk out on the stage and he funny. Somebody said, what comedian do you like? Now, who do you like as a comedian? I just told you Ryan Davis was funny. That was one. I watched another comedian. I don't remember his name, but he was, and if somebody know who this comedian is, please tell me from my horrible description of his act, because this is about to be a horrible description of this comedian's act. And if you've seen this clip and you know who he is, tell me so that I can look him up and, you know, kind of check out his comedy and, you know, maybe see him somewhere. He was telling this story about how he accidentally got invited to a party that orgy broke out, and he was talking about the difference between black people orgy and white people orgies. And it was so stupid, but it was funny. He talked about the difference between the music, and he said, like, at the black people orgy. This is just funny to me. It might not be funny to anybody else. Well, it was funny to the people who was watching. He said at the black people orgy, like, they had on some nice, good sex music on oh shoot, what is this? I'm messing it up. On Spotify. They had on Spotify, but they was too cheap to pay for the premium subscription. So they be in there and they getting it in, doing what they do. And then out of nowhere you hear liberty, 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 liberty. And then the music come back on. It was funny. I don't do it justice. Forgive me. I'm sorry if I botched that, guys. I definitely botched his whole comedy skit. Or that wasn't his whole, that was just a little piece of it. But I don't know who he is. I didn't catch his name. And I saw it and I wanted to catch his name so that I could go check out some of his stuff and you know what I'm saying, support him. Because I thought he was funny. Or at least see if that was like a one-off set and then he wasn't funny the next time. But at least it would give me opportunity. If you know who that guy was, then let me know. Let me know who that guy was. Who am I ignoring? Alethea talking about why I ignore him. John Witherspoon just had to walk out with that bold leisure outfit, white shoes, and that grin, and I'm crying laughing. And some people hit you like that. I get it. I get it. Dina says she hoped Capone come back to Cincinnati. She saw him years ago and he was hilarious. Alethea says, you ignore Ross. I don't ignore Ross. I don't see his messages. He forced me to block him, a year or so ago. And I haven't had the opportunity to go in and unblock him. But I don't, he's not blocked, but his comments don't come up in Restream. That's why y'all can see his comments. He can see the show, he can comment, but I don't see his comments. So I'm not ignoring him. I just don't see the things that he says. And it's his fault. He intentionally made me block him. Excuse me. He intentionally made me block him. Is it the comedian who's on the Daily Show? I don't know who he was. Steban say Roy Wood Jr. is funny. Roy Wood Jr. can be funny. I watch his stuff and sometimes he, like his actual stand-up. And I'm just talking about stand-up. Like, I'm not, from my perspective, I'm not talking about, like Roy Wood Jr. does a thing on CNN. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about being on a sketch comedy show. I'm not talking about, making funny movies and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking stand-up. You on the stage with a stool and a mic, which I don't necessarily know why they always had a stool. Most of them never used the stool. I guess it's there. But Roy Wood Jr., he's kind of funny. He's kind of funny. I'll give him kind of funny. Josh Johnson. You think it's Josh Johnson? See, I wouldn't necessarily know him if I see him. Oh. Well, that's definitely not the guy who told the joke that I was talking about. Josh Johnson is not. Josh Johnson is the young guy. Early, I remember. I can't say I remember him starting comedy because I don't know exactly when he started, but I remember him being a really young guy, looked like about 14, 15. And I saw some sets that he had done. And I thought, as a 14, 15-year-old kid, this guy's pretty funny. He's kind of polished. And then he, is, still doing what he's doing. And I watch some of his stuff, and I laugh a little bit. Yeah, I laugh a little bit. What else? Hold on, y'all tell me because I have again been out of the mix. I've been a little overwhelmed. Um, what's been going on in Cincinnati? What's been going on in Cincinnati? Uh, like, hold on, Emanuel. I wonder if you put that joke into an AI bot, it would tell you the comedian's name. I might try that. I hadn't even thought about that. Hadn't thought about it. But hopefully I'll look it up and yeah, I'll figure out who he is and then I'll be able to check him out and I'll tell y'all who he is. I like to support, good comedy and, especially the comedians who ain't out here trying to be gangsters. They just out here trying to be funny. That's what I want to see. People trying to be comedians trying to be funny, singers trying to sing good, dancers trying to dance good, actors trying to act good. You know, business people being business people. All of that kind of stuff. I don't need my business people to be drug dealers and gangsters. I need my business people to be business people. I don't need my singers to be drug dealers and gangsters. I need my singers to sing. We got to draw some lines. Coach, get out there and coach. I don't need you to be no gangster. Coach. Athletes, be athlete. The athletes are gangsters now. Guns and why you play basketball? Why you got to be a gangster? Play basketball. I know I just transitioned back to that, but that's because it bothers me. It bothers me. And we wonder, oh man, we see all this violence and all this everywhere they look. It's somebody telling them guns and shooting people is cool. Selling drugs and shooting people is cool. Having sex with a whole lot of women is cool. I can't really argue with that part when you're really young. But having sex with a whole lot of women and shooting people is cool. The shooting people part, not so much. The sex with a whole lot of people, not responsible. And everything, everywhere they look, it's somebody telling them that this stuff is cool. Getting high, that's cool. And I want to be on record saying, I don't think that shit is cool. I don't. I don't think being rude and disrespectful and out of order is cool. I don't think being violent, quick-tempered, I don't think that's cool. I don't think not caring about other people and not caring about life, I don't think that's cool. I don't think promoting violence is cool. I don't think promoting all of these, I see you, Vernon says it bothers me when I see athletes throwing up what looks like gang signs when they make a good play. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Exactly. Why? Being a multi-million-dollar athlete ain't cool enough for you? Being the dude that everybody buying his jersey, and I don't know that they sell posters anymore. Everybody buying your shoes and your jersey and wanting to be like you, and you making all of the money and you got all of the luxuries and you get to do what you love to do for a living and make millions and millions of dollars doing it ain't cool enough. You got to want to be a gangster? I don't get it. CK.
Hey, brother, give me that last part again, man. I called in on tail end. I was on the comedians, but then this gangster money, I think you was talking some good stuff. What you say about that part?
I was just saying I'm tired of everybody. Our comedians are gangsters. Our football players are gangsters. Our basketball players are gangsters. The baseball players are gangsters. The singers is gangsters. The rappers is gangsters. The actors is gangsters. Did I say the comedians is gangsters? Like,
Thank you.
our businessmen, they gangsters. Coaches, they gangsters.
Grandpa,
Like
Grandma.
everybody want to be a gangster. And it's frustrating me because everybody, all of the younger people is looking at it. And if everybody else want to be a gangster, then they want to be a gangster. And now everybody's shooting at everybody. And then we wondering, why is everybody shooting at everybody? Because everybody want to be a gangster. Ain't nothing. The highest plateau for some of these people that you can reach is to be a gangster. Like, I supported Barack Obama. But I hated that Barack and Michelle Obama ascended to the presidency of the United States, but more than anything, they wanted to be Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you
That hurt.
How are you here and not even, oh, we want to be successful. Y'all already successful. Now y'all want to be the lowest of them. Y'all want to be the Jay-Z gangster, the gangster portion of Jay-Z and the hoochie version of Beyonce. You the president and the first lady. And we look at this stuff and nobody says anything about it. Like, oh, you can just like who you like. Like, it just frustrates me. So that's what I was talking about.
And to go along with your claim, when I clocked in today at 3, I seen the older gentleman. I will give him 63, bald head. You know, me and you got hair, but he got height. We don't. So this guy just came back from medical leave. Me being the Cincinnati King, jolly, full of God, I said, hey, how you doing, Mr. Such and Such? He looked me dead in my eye, man. Gangster, I ain't say shit. Now, you know me, I'm a G2, so I say, hold on, I'm taking it back. Really, my heart is broken, but I can't show any weakness. So I said, hey, Mr. Such and Such. Then he said something. But at that moment, I thought a little bit about what you were saying. It was not the same gangster, but I felt like, why the fuck is you this old, acting like a little immature bitch? That's what I was thinking in my head. Like, we at work. Why you gotta be tough at fucking work? And I had a little bit of what you're saying today at 3. Your thoughts?
Well, hold on. I had to turn you down a little bit. You were a little loud.
My apologies.
No, that's all right. It wasn't you. It was more me.
You heard me though clear? You understood me?
Yes, I believe I heard you and I understood you. I think I agree with the sentiment. Yes.
Yeah, man, he been gone, sir. He's been gone on medical leave. You know, we're older. I'm just about to be 50 in February, right? He looks like he's early 60s. Now, I'm going to give him, he's a veteran. I'm going to give this man his automatic respect because remember, that's how our fathers raised us. You had a dad too, man. Maybe he didn't. Maybe that's somebody acting like a bitch. Is that what it is? They don't have they fathers, so they don't know how to treat people. They act like women. Your thoughts?
I think, I don't know. They're just caught up in the culture, and everybody wants to be relevant.
Tough.
Everybody wants to be. I mean, nowadays that's tough, but everybody wants to be relevant. Like when, being like super cool was in, everybody wanted to be super cool, everybody, whatever the hot thing is. Well, when I say everybody, I don't mean everybody, but I mean a lot of people want to be whatever the hot thing is. And right now, that's the hot thing.
But remember, tough guy got Tupac smoked. We've learned that being tough in America, you ain't gonna make it, Jack. You have to do it the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air way. You know what I mean? Real smooth and what's the word? Politically correct, marketable. You can't bring the thuggish. There's no need to put your hands on people that you don't know. That will get your ass smoked. Stop acting like you're the toughest because it's always somebody that will eliminate you for disrespect.
Well, I don't know if you can use the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because he's slapping the shit out of Chris Rock on stage.
Do it all the way.
You got to be even Fresh Prince. Like, I got to be gangster. You know what I'm saying? I got to be hard.
That's what. Oh, God, that's where we at. Let's stick there. He is exemplary. He had it all the way, and you threw it all the way because the crime you committed against mankind was too much. Now, if he would have did that to a cracker or a Caucasian or a pinto, I would have understood and I would have been upset. But for him to do that to one of us, man, it burned my fire. Do you understand?
I would not have been okay if he would have did it to anybody. There was no reason.
Tom Cruise, I would have been cool. No. Tom Hanks, I'm cool.
No, that would have been.
Yes.
That would have been equally terrible.
He's a black man.
That would have been equally terrible.
No, it wasn't. We went through 400 years. 500 now. That was 400 back when Malcolm was alive. We've been through 500 years of slavery, right? It is not equal for you to smack a white man. When you smacking a black man, you bringing the slavery shit up. You showing them crackers that you really do hate niggas more than you hate them. So if he would have smacked a cracker, you would have been like, yeah, Fresh Prince hate white folks. But by him smacking a black man, you thinking deep down he hate niggas. You know he do. Really, he admitted it. Because you go hit this black man. There's plenty of white folks that talked about your wife. So he slapped him, and he slapped a smaller guy. That shows cowardice. Cowardice, sir.
I don't think he would have been okay slapping anybody.
Tom Hanks?
I'm not okay.
How about if he slapped the shit out of Rush Limbaugh?
I'm not okay with that at all. I'm not. Why? Why do everybody want to slap or hit somebody?
No, I'm saying you listen, sir. It's E-Man and CK. We at the Oscars. Now I know E-Man don't give a damn about the Oscars, but CK begged his ass to come. I said your wife gonna love it. He came. Now the last thing I need to do is slap you. That's gonna represent our whole fucking race. We the only two black people at the event, sir. We're gonna make black people look bad. Don't you agree?
I don't agree. It made Will Smith look bad. It did make black people look bad. But
that's all. No, we didn't see a cracker slap another cracker. We seen an N-word slap a black man.
We seen a man slap a man. I don't buy into the idea that we are the least of us, so to speak. I don't buy into that. So,
no, we're the most of us. We're supreme. That's why they mad at us, because they know they women like us. They like our look. White people are boring. We have like what you call flavor. You know, we have tenacity. You can't even play. Look at football. You can't even get a white cornerback. You can't even get a white boy to play cornerback. So they know we are superior beings. So this is why they murder us and incarcerate us at high numbers, E-Man. So if Fresh Prince is to slap a cracker, hey, he's just doing it for all the stuff they did to us. So you cannot have it equal. White people have not been slaves. The black man had. And our grandmothers and stuff was raped and everything, pillagers.
I don't know what I don't think that any of what you're saying has anything to do with slavery. I think one man decided to slap another man, and I think it was disgusting, but I don't think it represented black people, except to people who are looking to cast black people in a bad light.
Whenever I disrespect a black man, it represents black people. That's why I'm showing you so much fucking respect, E-Man, because I'm trying to show my other black people this is how you fucking do it. You don't go around acting tough, acting hard. You don't go to prison and talking about, oh, I just did this time. I don't give a fuck about you selling drugs. I don't care about you rapping. This is how you act, exemplary, like black people, like me. So, yes, it has everything. Our people is not equal. You acting like white people are black people. No. They have an advantage. They have privilege. So for you to put your hands on another black man is showing you are still victimized from slavery. You should know if your people been slaves, why is you hitting another black man in front of a whole bunch of white folks? But you don't see no racial element in that shit. He's scared to smack a cracker. Have he ever smacked a cracker in his whole life?
I believe so.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Hold on. Wait, you didn't hear the answer appropriately.
You
asked, has he ever slapped? I'm not going to use that derogatory term. Has he ever slapped a Caucasian person?
Caucasian.
I believe he has. Yes.
I just use derogatory because of all the times we've used it on each other. So I got to make up for all the N-words I've used. You think I'm not going to call other races out of their names if I call my own race?
That's fine.
We got to treat people equally.
But the point that I'm making is that you're wrong. He has, I believe, he slapped a white guy. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he slapped him real nice and real soft.
Well,
so that shows you a fucking you a Uncle Tom, because the white boy you slap with is like a rub, but a black dude, you almost knock him off his feet. Look, here you making excuses.
You're putting me in the terrible position of having to defend Will Smith, which I don't like Will Smith. I have no desire to defend Will Smith, but I don't agree that Will Smith, when he slapped Chris Rock, represented black people. He is not a representative of black people. He was a representative of Will Smith.
I understand, and I do agree. I'm just saying, when I use my hands to murder another black man and I get convicted, I fucked up a black family. I fucked up my black family, and that's numbers, slavery, same shit. So it's all connected. You trying to disconnect shit. It's not. When I hurt my own people, it's all connected back to slavery. Well, we're going to get off that. Ryan Davis, sir. Dave Chappelle. Ryan Davis. I see.
Hey, CK, hold on a second. Shahira, I believe, Tanika, and is it T. Mikey G? I'll deal with y'all nonsense in a minute when
I'm winning.
When CK finishes, because what y'all saying is
they support
pure
me.
D nonsense. No, they talking about Barack Obama and Michelle Obama never wanted to be Jay-Z and Beyonce, and I think they caught up in the hype and not the reality of what actually was going on. But I'm gonna let you finish before I deal with them and their nonsense.
I got you, but Ryan Davis, I'm a fan of him. I think he's a great person. I think he's a great comic.
Well, I don't know him as a person. I don't know him as a person. I saw his comedy. See, I don't mix it. I don't know him enough to know.
No, I check him out as people. I know. I don't just do comedy. I see him as people, family. I do interviews and everything.
No, we can't accept your judgment, though. You think Bill Cosby?
His brother is gay, sir. His brother is a homosexual, and he goes to the gay clubs with his brother.
And
that show, huh?
And what do that mean? That don't mean he's a good person.
Because you know me, I ain't no good person. If my brother was gay, I am not going to no gay club with my brother. You heard me? I'm gonna be like, get your ass out there with you. Go with your fruit booty friends. I don't play like that. So I'm not a good. Like you said, listen to my verbiage. Listen to how I talk. My words alone would hurt my gay brother. But he says, okay, I'll go with you, bro. So that's why you're right. I don't know him, but I thought that made him a good person because I would never
Yeah,
do that.
that doesn't make you a good person. That might make you gay, but it doesn't make you a good person. I'm not saying it 100% does, but it kind of makes the odds in the favor of maybe.
What the fuck makes you gay? Let me hear that. That was funny.
Look, if my brother was gay, he could be gay. That's cool. I ain't got to go to the club to the no gay club with him.
That's what I thought. I thought the same thing, man. I felt the same way. I'm like, okay, cool. What the fuck am I doing?
So I'm not saying that makes him gay, but
Right.
that might increase the odds a little bit.
Yeah, I felt the same way, man. And Dave Chappelle, we're going to end with Dave Chappelle because that last one was good. That Ryan Davis take you had was excellent. I like that. But Dave Chappelle, I think you misquoted him. If you watch his specials, I don't think you could show any example of what you were saying. He is funny because the punchline. He told you about when you go over your white friend's house, they play type of games that brothers don't play. They say, what happened? Little Mikey put a carrot up your ass. That's the type of shit Dave said, but the way he delivers hits. They wasn't just laughing because he was talking. He has great punchlines, man.
They are rolling out of their seats before he even gets to the story to get to the punchline.
But that's what it is. When you go there, when you're the greatest people go. That's what Richard Pryor. He already done laid down so much foundation. So when he start opening his mouth his own, cock-a-doodle-doo, they gonna fall out the seat.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
I don't do that. Say something funny to make me laugh.
But I do agree. But I had to take up with my boy. But I do agree. He got a little on the talky, non-comedy side. But did you hear that from somebody, or that's just straight from you?
That's just an observation that I made. I would imagine other people have made the same observation, so I'm not like breaking new ground.
No, him and Corey Holcomb got into it over there. You know, Corey said that he said because he just be out there talking. He'd be out there talking so much, so he was saying how garbage he was. But that's what they got into it about a year ago in Donnell Rollins, man. But man, yeah, that's what it was about, man. I appreciate you, man. Great call, man. Thank you for talking to me about the old dude. And like you said, let's stop being tough. All this gangster shit. That's some soft shit anyway. Intelligence. Put God first. Have faith in the youth. Education is the only way to the truth. If you ain't speaking education, you ain't talking my language. Peace to all the people in the world. Love everybody.
All right, CK. CK say peace to everybody. Love everybody. All of y'all talking about look, Barack and Michelle wanted to be Beyonce and Jay-Z so bad. They wanted to be them so bad. They weren't them. I'm not saying that they emulated them, but they wanted to be them so bad. It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. And I remember watching like, why do they keep saying these things? And it bothered me so. And I wish that I could remember, because I actually had clips. Of course, back almost 20 years ago, of them doing insane things to let you know that they would rather be Beyonce and Jay-Z than the president and the first lady. Of course, I don't have them clips anymore. I don't remember verbatim what was said, but yeah. They weren't, you reached the presidency of the United States of America, which, look, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these people who, even though I'm sure it sounds like it, I'm not, being the president, okay, you won a really big popularity contest. To some degree, that's all it is. You won a really big popularity contest. And you became the president. That don't make you better than anyone else. It don't. You still just a person. But there's so many people that looks to that as something to attain. Okay? So, I that's what I'm acknowledging. But Daryl says Jay-Z is a hell of a businessman. That's not what Obama was aspiring to be. That's not the part of Jay-Z that he was aspiring to be. It's not. It's not the part of Beyonce, because she's a hell of a businesswoman. It's not the part of Beyonce that Michelle was aspiring to be. It's not. It's just not. Shira says, how? Like, can you give some examples? You don't even believe that confronting somebody is confronting somebody. So you wouldn't believe the examples even if I gave them to you. If I had a clip of Barack Obama saying, oh, I want to be a gangster like Jay-Z was before he became a hip-hop mogul, you would be like, but does he really mean that he want to be a gangster? Is that really what he mean? I know that's what he said, but I don't completely understand what it mean to want him to be something. So I don't expect you to understand. You ain't figured out what the word confront means yet. So SP, I'm not reading all them numbers. Say you need proof to show us what you mean as to how President Obama is trying to be that. Tell us how. I don't need proof to do nothing. I said what I said. Now, if you want to figure it out, go back and watch clips and you'll figure it out. I ain't got to prove nothing. I'm telling you what it is. Now, you can go figure it out. Say, prove me wrong. Because if you go back and watch, it'll prove me right. I ain't got to prove what I said. I said what I said. I'm the damn king of talk. I said it, therefore it is. Prove something to y'all. You sound like a podcast. I ain't threatening to shoot nobody. I ain't threatening to shoot nobody. Or fight nobody. Or none of that kind of stuff. I'm just telling y'all. Tanika say, if you present it, you have to prove it. I don't have to prove nothing. You can go back and find it. You can see it for yourself. I know y'all love Barack Obama. He could do no wrong. He's like Jesus to y'all. But he was just some guy. And he clearly aspired to be, wish he could be that gangster part of Jay-Z. He tried it out a few times. Remember when he was talking to the, was it the NAACP? I don't remember if it was the NAACP. Shoot, see, this stuff, I don't remember this stuff. I don't remember all of the details of this stuff because I'm old. But when he was talking all that stuff, smacking the podium and stuff, y'all don't remember that, do y'all? Y'all don't remember that. He would have never did that to no white people at a white organization. He'd have never did it. Would you want to be a black billionaire, businessman, mogul, or the first black president of the United States where even black people dump on you any and all chance they get? I would rather be me. Twin.
You know what took you so long to answer my call, man?
You okay, bro?
No, I ain't okay. You all right?
I'm all right. You still crying?
Hey, you was off work today or something?
No.
Or what?
No.
How long? I thought you worked second shift.
Oh, so I had to say it all over again, man. That's why you had to be here at the beginning of the show.
Hey, lower your voice, player. Hey, I saw you in Wyatt chat. I mean, on his chat, but I ain't see you. I ain't know you was. I thought you were taking a break or something.
Actually, I was when in Wyatt's chat. I'm in training, and so while I'm training, I'm first shift. So until I finish training, I'm gonna try to be here at 6 o'clock, and then once I go to training, then that's when I go to second shift, and I have to figure something else out.
I thought you probably I thought you was gonna come on the weekend. This past weekend.
Yeah,
pop out like
I never.
Saturday.
Yeah, I never said that. Y'all made that.
I know you ain't never said it, but I was, thought it would be a surprise or something like that. For real, man.
I believe you thought that. I believe it.
I did since you was gone for a week. I said, at least you get us something to, laugh at the table or something, or sitting on the couch or something. But,
bro, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain.
You sure? You sound. Hold on. Are you laying down?
To be honest, yeah.
Nigga, get up.
On the couch.
No. I told you, bro. Get up. Sit your ass up. You don't talk to no man while you laying down.
Man, I'm really watching this crazy whatever on TV is watching me. But I'm good, though. What's the topic?
Hold on. For real. Sit up.
I am sitting up, man. Come on, man.
Okay.
I want to do that, man. Hey, what's the topic today?
I talked about a few things.
Hey, what's wrong with your people, man? They really hate me on your station, don't they? Well, not on your station, but put me in the doghouse for 30 days. I don't know what's wrong with some people. You think you can help give me a lifeline or help me out?
Yeah, I heard about that, man. I heard that they voted you the Turkey of the Year, which is
you think you can help me out though?
Which is just stupid, but not stupid that they voted you Turkey of the Year. The whole concept.
I'm saying, can you help me out?
Turkeys of the Year is stupid. No, I can't help you out.
You said you said before you went out, be the reason somebody smile and all that, and you said if I ever need you, I'm here, bro. I'm here. So I need you. You said it out of your damn mouth.
No. Hold
no,
on.
Man, no.
Let's be clear.
Ain't no take back, none of that.
No, let's be clear. That was about working out. That wasn't about no bullshit.
No.
That wasn't about no bullshit at the radio station.
No. You said I'm trying to correct you.
That was about working out and saving your life.
No. You talking about ain't no S on this, ain't no S on that. Remember this back and forth we were doing? He said, I'm just trying to help a brother out. If anything, just do me a favor. So if you need my help and all that, I'm free. So I need your help.
All right, so when you want to start hitting the gym?
No, I ain't talking about no
That's
gym.
what I was talking about. You ain't tricking
No,
me. I was talking
we,
about hitting the gym to save your life.
no, man, this was talking about something. I know what you talking about. I'm talking before then. Because before then, you think, man, I remember. Before then, you say anytime somebody needs you, well, you there, so I need you.
What you need?
Put me back in the game, coach.
You in. You in right now.
I tell her on the 1230 bus station.
Oh, I can't do nothing about that, bro. They fired me.
And they found a lot of y'all. They still call in and everything else.
I don't call in.
Well, you're Lincoln tight and all that.
No, we not. You know that ain't true.
I thought y'all made up over Thanksgiving. You said burying somebody's spouse. I don't know. Who knows, man?
That wouldn't make me smile.
Yeah, Becky, stop it, Eve. Stop it, baby. I'm just joking, dog. I'm all good, man. Ain't not too much, you know. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
My Thanksgiving was good, man. I went and had a good time at a few people's houses and played spades and all kind of. I had a good time. Ate food, had a good time. Played Pac-Man.
So a lot of y'all Leviston people there, huh? Had a family reunion or something?
Look, if I would have seen one damn Livingston, I would have been one of them niggas trying to be a gangster. I hate them Livingstons. I hate the Livingstons, bro.
It's crazy. You go that Black Friday, man.
Say that again?
I said you go that Black Friday stuff.
Did I go to Black Friday? I don't understand the question.
You know, man, Black Friday, man, you go out shopping.
Did I go shop? You said, did you go to Black Friday like it was a club or something? No.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I did not go. I had to work on Friday. So, no, I did not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't want too much, you know. I didn't know you was on. Then I popped out. Like, oh, my boy, had back. So I was expecting you to be off or whatever.
No, I'm gonna be here as much as I can be here, and because I enjoy.
You on tomorrow too?
I enjoy the people, huh?
You on tomorrow?
I don't know, because remember it's supposed to snow tonight. So if it snows tonight, if we get like a good 4 or 5 inches of snow, I got to make it to work in the morning. And then when I come home, I got to shovel this long driveway. If my driveway was not a hill, I probably wouldn't shovel it. I just wait and let it melt away or whatever. But since my driveway is a hill, I got to shovel it. Otherwise, it turns into a big sheet of ice, and then I can't get in the driveway. So if I come home tomorrow and have to shovel, no, I will not be on.
What time supposed to start?
They said around 7, so realistically, it should be snowing out there right about now.
What time is the game on? It's 12 o'clock. I mean, it's 8 o'clock.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Hold on, let me peep out this window right quick.
You can't listen to a question and peep out the window at the same time?
Oh, yeah, it's snowing yet. Go ahead, man.
What school did you graduate from?
I ain't telling you. Because you're going to look me up and Google me.
No, okay, what year did you graduate?
99, 98.
98.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Well, you trying to be nosy and stuff for
Now,
what?
was that before you went, to the big house, or did you?
I didn't go to the big house till 2000. I left here, what, 2004, 2004, 5? No, it was a couple of months after that's 2005 I left.
Okay, I don't know. Okay. Just curious.
Why you say that?
No, I was just curious.
You just being nosy, man.
Sure, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's
it.
You want to know my whole info and everything?
No, that was it.
I ain't go to college, though. I planned it on, though, but I ain't ever go.
Hold on. You say you did not go to college, but you planned it on it.
I planned it on it. I, yeah, I was about to enroll and stuff because I thought, I visited campus and stuff, Parkland Community College in
Parkland,
Champaign,
where's that?
Champaign, Illinois.
What were you thinking about taking up?
Uh, Physical education or whatever.
What?
Physical education.
You wanted to be a gym teacher?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
But
I want to do that and be a pastor, but
but now
no.
but now
Mm.
but now a nigga won't even go to the gym.
Well, that's different now.
What's different?
Well, things change in life.
You can go to the gym any day of the week.
Yeah, I can.
Right. So what's stopping you?
Ain't no stopping me. I can go if I want, but no.
You know, you could still go to a community college and get a degree in physical education and become a gym teacher.
Yeah, I know. I can. They got the online classes and stuff.
Can you really take physical education online?
I mean, no, they ain't got it online.
I mean, I don't know.
Who
I'm
knows?
asking. I imagine it's a lot
Man,
of
they
class
got
work,
everything else online, so I'm assuming.
but in my mind, there's some physical work.
No, you got to go to college for that though. But you never know nowadays. Shoot, they got everything new on the internet.
So why don't you do that?
No, I don't have time.
You got
If I
time.
want-
It's online, man. It's on your time.
No, I don't have time for that. all
You
that
can
stuff.
do it, bro.
I thought about it, but
Then keep
No.
thinking about it, man. You can do it.
I want to stay consistent doing it. I mean, not with.
Why? Why wouldn't you
Because
stay consistent?
I got other things. I'm trying to get into real estate and all that, man. I've talking to
You can
people
be in real estate and be a gym teacher?
No, I'm cool.
I would
Cool.
hate to see you give up on your childhood dream because you got other stuff to do. Especially
Yeah,
when
girl,
when it's still attainable.
Well, I got other things on my sleeve, man, besides that. I ain't impressed for it or none of that. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, that's cold.
Bro,
out there.
I just want to see you happy. I want to see you happy.
I'm always happy, man.
Well,
Ain't
you don't always sound happy.
I mean, it might not sound. I'm always happy. I ain't go do nothing to myself. I love everybody.
Well,
Everything.
not being happy don't necessarily mean you're going to do something to yourself. I mean, I
I
want to
mean,
see
I'm
you
not.
feel fulfilled and you know what I'm saying? Like wake up every morning knowing that you're doing what you always wanted to do.
Yeah, I
Be
understand
a
all
gym teacher and a pastor.
Yeah, I understand all that, but things take time. I'm not, really. I don't know. I'm not pressed about it, but days happen. I'm happy though.
Okay.
Can't complain. Take day by day. One day I might change, be a physical education. Maybe I won't.
All right.
Who knows? I'm iffy, wishy-washy. One man I'll be doing that, one man I won't.
All right. If you say so.
I'm different though.
What if,
Yeah.
twin, what if
Mm.
I pay for your gym membership? Then can we go to the gym? I'll buy you a membership.
And if I want to go, man, I can go with my old lady, man. Well, I'm not impressed to go. Thanks for the offer, but it'd be a waste of time.
Okay.
To be honest, I keep telling you that. Quit trying to get me in the gym. Are you in the gym?
No.
Okay, then. Don't try to force me to go there if you ain't going.
Well,
And you bigger than me, as you say.
well-
220 or something you say.
I said I'm like 195. I'm almost 200 pounds.
Okay, you got me beat, probably.
I do not even close.
I'm probably 4 pounds heavy.
No. You at least
Just
a good,
yeah,
you at
because
least,
I did.
you
Matter
are
of fact,
at least a
matter
good
of fact,
25 pounds heavier than me.
matter of
Easy.
fact, I was at Kroger's in College Hill, right? And I know Shorty. And I said, let me see your scale. And that scale said 198.
Whose scale was that?
The Kroger's clinic.
That was
You know,
where was it?
huh?
Where was it?
The Kroger's clinic.
Where?
In
Which?
College Hill.
Yeah, that was the crackhead scale. That's the scale they put the crackheads on, make them feel good. Like, you skinny as hell. No, you 175 pounds, knowing they ain't nothing but 80 pounds. That was the crackhead scale, bro. You are easy 225.
Okay.
Easy.
Let me go to Corrine, out there in the suburbs over there, Montgomery or somewhere. Let me go to one of these little clinics, and I'm gonna ask one of them.
How about I need to be there. When we going? I want to see this scale. I want to see the scale myself.
You need to stop, man. You really need to stop.
You a good 225.
I can't believe you doing
easy. I'm just saying, bro. I know you talked about, some health issues and all of that kind of stuff. I want to see you overcome those health issues, and I think we can do it. You can motivate me. I can motivate you. We can do it.
I understand all that, but you talking about going to the gym and all that, and I'm not going to be A1 with going to no gym. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I'm going to be there to motivate you.
You can be there all you want to. I'm not going to be there.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to be there to motivate you.
No, I'm cool.
We going to get your fat ass up off that couch to get up. Get up. Move it. Let's go, twin. Come on, we got this, bro. We got this. We're gonna put on some
like a counterfeit ass drill sergeant.
What's your favorite music?
I like blues.
We're gonna put on some blues, some up tempo blues. We're gonna put on some up tempo blues. And we going to the gym.
I don't like blues. I like King George or something.
Oh.
I don't like all that. Not that Mississippi blues. I like something like King George.
I don't know King George.
Oh, you know King George?
I don't know King
George. I listen to that or R. Kelly or something like that.
But we gonna go with happy people all the way to the gym. Happy people. Step in the name of love. We all the way to the gym. I'm gonna help motivate you, which is gonna motivate me. We gonna both be slim and trim, fit, healthy.
Who gonna help you get on the damn bench press and all that? Get on it, cause your ass short, man. You might need a booster seat or something.
Well, bench press, you lay down, so you don't have to be tall to lay down. So that's fine. That'll work out. Yeah.
Well, when you get up there and do the sit-ups and all that,
yeah,
cross bra.
Yeah, you.
I'm not picking you up. They'll get a stool for you.
You in
I'm
a seated,
cool.
doing sit-ups. You in a seated. You should know this stuff because you told me that you do sit-ups all the time, which I knew you was lying. But you in a seated position on a bench doing sit-ups, bro. You don't have to be tall to do that.
I'm talking about sit-ups, chin up with the bar, man.
But that ain't sit-ups.
Penitentiary style.
Well, I don't know about penitentiary style. We not doing nothing penitentiary style. Nothing. We leaving the penitentiary in the penitentiary. All right? We gonna do it gym style. We are not doing nothing penitentiary style.
Man, you sick. You sick, man, dude.
It is not happening.
Oh, man, you see, why did I call in, man, to get this, man? I'm already gone for 30 days, and you ain't making it no better, man. I thought you supposed to help a brother out. You just pressing up my luck, man. Want me to snap on. I got to keep my cool, man.
For real. For real, though. I really do want you to think about it. I want you to think about it. I know you don't need my money, but I you know what I'm saying? I just, if that'll help, like, you know what I'm saying? We could both be over at Planet Fitness with our black memberships or whatever, up in the gym, getting fit, getting trim, bulking up.
My lady go there. She go there, and I can go on her little voucher, whatever they get, that little card. I went one time with her, and I can't do this. Keep going. And I can't do that.
But you can do it. I'm telling you, bro, you can do it.
I can do it, but you ain't gonna stay A1 consistent with it, man.
That's what
I'll
I'm
be
telling
doing-
you. That's what I'm telling you. I can help you stay consistent with it.
It's up to me. I know you'll push me and all that, but it's up to Twin.
Once
You'll be a good drill sergeant.
once you start doing it, you will feel so much better. Not for like the first month, but after that first month, you will feel so much better. You'll be calling me like, yo, E, when we going to the gym? I thought we was going to the gym today. And I'll be the one sleepy, like, man, I'm tired. You'll be like, no, get up. Come on, we going to the gym. Come on.
Have you started going?
I said no.
Oh, so dude, I'm pretty sure that dude that you said be still calling you, right?
Yeah.
So okay, why you don't listen to him then?
What that got to do with what we talking about?
I'm saying, why should I listen to you and you ain't listen to a dude that motivate you to go?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you what'll motivate me to go. What'll motivate me to go. This motivates me. I'm telling you. It motivates me to help other people.
So why would you ain't listen to dude when he try to help you?
Because that's about helping me. But it'll motivate me to be helping somebody
No,
else.
man, don't put that crap on. Well, you ain't even listened to old boy. You probably know him before me. Like, before you know me. So why you ain't listening to him? When he tried to motivate
he
you.
fit as hell. He don't need my help.
He trying to help you, though.
Right.
Get in the gym and all that.
I'm trying to... All right. Just, you don't want to do it. Okay.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm just saying, you trying to push me. Well, why you ain't... When dude tried to push you, why you ain't take his advice or whatever?
Okay, look, don't even worry about it. I'm going to get fit by
Ain't no
myself.
worry about it, just want to know. You try to push me in the gym when he tried to push you. What's the difference?
I'm going to get fit by myself, and your fat ass still going to be calling me laying
now,
down.
There's something fishy about that, man. You keep on trying to get me in the gym. That don't sound right. But when dude try to get you, like, no, ain't no different, man. You know him before me.
Look, okay.
That don't sound right, player.
Okay. I'm going to get fit. I'm going to be out here fit, looking good body-wise. You know what I'm saying? My fat going to be disappearing.
See, that don't sound right. You talking crazy
my
now, man.
My muscles going to be toning up. I'm 55, so I ain't going to be putting on too much bulk. But I'm going to be losing fat and toning up. And you going to be growing fatter and fatter. And then, you know what I'm saying, you're going to look back like, man, I could have been ripped up like E if I'd have just...
What did you eat for Thanksgiving, man?
I ate a little dressing, some macaroni and cheese, a little bit of turkey. They had some spaghetti bake, some yams, some...
what was your dessert?
Chest cake.
Chest cake or chest pie?
What did I say?
Chest cake.
There you go. What else did I eat for dessert? I had something else with some Jell-O cake.
Now you nasty over there.
You ever had Jell-O cake?
No, I heard of it.
How you know it's nasty if you ain't never had it?
Because I've had it before, but it's nasty.
You just said you ain't never had it, you heard of it. And then I say how you know it's nasty if you ain't never had it. And then you're like, well, I had it. You didn't have it.
I mean,
you ain't never tasted it.
Man. Okay, man. What else? Is that cake look fruity? What's that? That ain't that cake, is it? What they call that cake?
You talking
look
about
like it,
fruit cake?
Yeah, fruit cake. That's
that's not Jell-O cake.
Jell-O cake is the what? With the whipped cream and all that?
It does have whipped cream on it, yes.
And something else on it. Wiggy. It's wiggly kind of like.
No, it's not wiggly.
It's one of them things look like it's wiggly.
You ain't never had it. You ain't never had it. It's okay to say, I ain't never had that.
No, it's that. I just told you. You just said it. It was the one with that look like candy and all that. What you just said?
No, it ain't no candy.
Man, I'm saying Jello. I thought it was candy. That little thing
right.
you just
You
said.
thought wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just say, oh, I ain't never had that.
I got to see it for myself.
You ain't never had it. If you ever had it, you wouldn't have to see it. You would know.
What was that cake you just said before I had?
Chest cake?
It looked like, Huh?
Chess cake?
No, not chest cake. You just said the cake I just had.
Fruit cake.
What's the one? Fruit cake. Yeah, that's what I always
Hold
thought
on.
Jello
Wait.
cake was.
Hold on. Wait. Stop. Say fruit.
I did say fruit cake.
See, you just did it again. You said feud. I didn't say feud. I said fruit.
Man,
Fruit. It's a
ooh,
R. F-R, like
about the
from.
brakes off him.
Say fruit.
Fruit.
No.
Dang.
No, not feud. Fruit.
Fruit, man.
No,
Fruit, man.
you keep saying feud. Say from.
Man, this
Hold on.
that.
Hold on. Say from.
Say who?
From. Like I'm coming from the store. Say from.
From, man.
Now just say fruit. Instead of saying say ooh. Fruit.
Fruit, man.
That was closer. You still
Man,
didn't
go
get
on,
it.
man. Quit trying to correct me. Come on,
You
man.
keep
You just
saying
show. This
feud.
ain't no.
I'm
Get a
just-
correction.
I'm just trying to help you. Keep saying feud.
Man, I'm trying to.
But you've never had Jello cake. There's nothing
What
wrong with saying
okay.
you've never had it. It don't make
Okay,
you.
it was okay. It's the I was confused. It's fruit cake then that I had.
Yes, right. So that's what I'm telling you. You never had it. It's okay.
Yeah, chitlins too.
No. What, I look like a barbarian?
Like man, you don't eat like neck bones, oxtail, and all that.
No.
Hey,
An animal? I am not an animal.
you eat pork chops and all that.
No, not really.
Oh, you must don't go down south or something.
I lived down south for a number of years.
I know you stayed in Alabama or whatever, but
That is south.
man, you must don't know no country folks down there. Then.
I know country. My folk live in the country. Well, ain't nobody for miles.
Man, no way you ain't never ate no neck bones and oxtail. You sound like Unc now.
I don't want to eat that. I don't like it.
You ever tried it?
I've tasted it.
What you taste? Neck bones or oxtail?
Both, and I don't care for them.
You taste chitlins too?
No. But I did
I'll
make
take
all the
the one.
kids taste chitlins when they were little.
Down there in Alabama, I was watching on Facebook. Hey, it do look good though, man. Them chitlins, but I just can't. That smell, man, and that. I mean, I don't know if I tasted it one time. I just couldn't grab hold to it, man. It's ugh.
But no, I
know.
never tasted chitterlings.
They call what?
Chitterlings.
Chitterlings?
Yeah,
Oh, chitterlings.
that's what they call.
Yeah, if you say so.
How do you spell it?
Shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Chitterlings. Chitterlings.
I thought it was Lirngs,
What?
something like that.
Yeah,
I thought
no.
it was spelled like that.
No. I don't even know what you just spelled. You that wasn't even a word, bro. You just said some random letters.
Chitterlings. You said chitterlings, right?
That's Chitterlings.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else on the menu, man, besides this craziness you've been clowning me for?
Nothing.
Nothing else.
Nothing at all.
I'm beeping.
Hmm?
That's you beeping or something?
Yeah, that was somebody sent me a message.
Oh, thought it was a smoke detector or something.
Yeah, no.
All right, man, I'll take me a nap, go back to sleep. Nice chopping it up with you, man.
All right. I thought you worked second shift.
I work third.
Oh, all right. Well, get you some rest,
Yeah.
man. Get you some rest.
Yeah, a couple more hours. All right,
All right. You can lay back down now.
yeah.
All right. All right. That was twin. Yeah, you can't be calling no brother. It's a rule. It really is. It's one of those unwritten, unspoken, until somebody had to say something, man rules. You don't call a man while you laying down. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. gotta get out of here. Caller.
Hey, what's up? It's Shelly.
Oh, hi, Shelly.
Guess what happened to my phone last night?
I don't want to guess. I'm not comfortable with that.
I dropped it in my water.
Wait, I must have misunderstood the question. What did you say? What did you ask me? Guess what happened to what?
My phone.
Okay, I thought you said your son. And then
Oh,
you
no,
said
no,
you
no, I said
dropped
my
him in a
phone,
cup of
remember?
water. Now they didn't go together. So okay.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I went and dropped it in my water, so that sucks.
Yes, that sounds like that would be bad.
So now I'm on this Obama phone. After a minute or two, it's going to start sounding like robots. But anyways, fuck the buzz, okay? Those are the people that, like, we need to, like, put in their place, okay? I'm the party, you know what I decided? I'm the no-boomer party. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm the anti-boomer party.
The anti-what?
Okay? Anti-boomer. Like,
Okay.
no more boomers.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, they're everywhere. They're like all of them. They're like brainwashed. They all act the same. They talk the same. You know, like, I mean, seriously, Lincoln Ware's been saying the same shit for like 30 years. You know, like, oh my god. Like, I mean, is that true or am I like, oh, whatever? You're gonna call me racist for saying that, but
no.
Anyway.
You're against Donald Trump now.
no, I'm against boomers.
So you're against Donald Trump? Ain't he a boomer?
Yeah, he's gonna be done. Once he's done, that's it. He's the last boomer.
But you're
I'm nobody should vote ever again.
No. If you're anti-boomer, you would be for him being done already. You're
vote for
against him,
him.
right?
I didn't vote for him. I told you
I
that.
didn't ask you if you voted for him, even though I don't know if you actually voted. But if you voted for that nigga. So you not fooling me.
I'm an independent. I'm registered independent since I was 18.
Stop. You ain't no goddamn independent. You voted for Trump if you voted.
The first time I did, yeah. But I didn't vote for Kamala either.
Stop trying to fool me.
I didn't vote just so I could say I didn't vote. Like, you know what I mean? Duh.
But you support him.
Look, I'm not 100% for anybody or 100% against anybody. Even Lincoln Ware can be right one time a year. You know what I mean?
Well, that's you 100% for Trump.
I'm not 100% for nobody. Like, come on, let's get straight about that.
So what are you against
ain't
Trump
either.
on?
I'm against him on the hold on a second. On the
Think hard.
hold on. Shit. I got something. Hold on.
All right. Come on.
Oh, like the way the Epstein thing, like, oh, just forget about it, blah blah blah. I don't think he's in it, but I also think he, what am I against him with?
Hold on, wait. What do you mean you don't think he's in it? His name was clearly in it. They've released emails with his name in it. He is clearly in it. There's pictures of him with Epstein and Maxwell and little girls. He is in it.
Okay, but I don't think he fucked kids. I think they might have given him like a 16-year-old that looked like she was older. Like, when I was 16, I looked like I was 20, okay?
You've used that excuse. Hold on. No. You've used that excuse before. I believe wholeheartedly that he had sex with little kids. He knew they were little kids, and he wanted to have sex with little kids because he's a freaking pervert.
I think like Tim Waltz would. I think like I think who else is? I think like DeWine would. I think Houston would. I think they might get a little on the side. I think those are the like real ones. But remember a couple years ago?
The dude, hold on. You think all of these people would, but the dude who we heard talking about grabbing women by the vagina, the one that we clearly believe to be a pervert based on his own words. That's the one that you don't believe.
It's do or die time. Come on, let's be real here. I know shit that goes on downtown, but doesn't mean I'm a part of it, right? I know shit that goes on in people's backyard that I'm not a part of. Because I like to know what the hell's going on, but it doesn't mean I'm a part of it. What you do is you act like, oh, yeah, like you're not shocked. Oh, yeah, you're selling some chick in the back seat because you bailed her out of jail. Okay, no biggie. You play the game so you can learn and know shit. See what I'm saying?
No. What are you saying? I don't know what the hell you're saying.
Oh, my God. Like, you don't know what goes on in Lynn Street or, like, Millvale? Doesn't mean you're a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yes,
You're lying.
really.
No, I don't believe you.
Hold on. So you're telling me the guy who, by his own admission, grabs women by their vagina, you believe that guy
I've
wouldn't
had
do
my
something to
vagina
a kid?
grabbed. At downtown Cincinnati, somebody grabbed my vagina. You know what I did? I took my Doc Martin and I kicked him right in the forehead.
I don't even know what that
Guys
means.
do that.
You just
Guys
saying
do
stuff.
that stuff.
You just saying stuff.
Remember
now.
No, I remember the riot, the 7 Mary 3 riot.
The what?
7 Mary 3, the band.
No, I don't. Was that at Pepsi Jammin' on Main?
Yes, in 1996, and like somebody, like the guards did something about somebody on the stage, and then they shut the beer off, and everybody like went crazy, like just went crazy.
There was a lot of Caucasian people mad because they couldn't get no beer.
Oh, yeah, right, for sure. But guess what? Now the Caucasian kids are turning into fucking transvestites. I say let them drink beer, smoke cigarettes, they don't turn trans. They're bored. They're bored.
That was kind of stupid. You know that drinking beer does not stop one from being trans.
It makes you want to have sex instead of like want to turn yourself into like what you ain't. Dude, I went in Northside one day and there was these 6 white boys with preteen titties. That's what grosses me out the most. Like, remember Scirocco? Remember Scirocco?
No.
She was a drag queen back in the 90s. She had a hair salon in
Why would I
Clifton.
remember that? Why would I know that?
See what I'm saying? Like, I know who she is because I'm curious like that. Doesn't mean I'm into drag queens.
It might.
She gave me the best haircut and dye ever. But anyway, she had big rock hard titties, right? They were implants. These young boys with preteen titties, now that's disgusting. They're like girls on the top and they got boy pants on. And I was like, ew, I really walked past them like, ugh. I was like, ugh.
What?
Like they're licking their ice cream all gross and shit. Like, what the hell is that?
What in
They
the
should be drinking beer,
hell are
smoking
you-
cigarettes, and listening to music so they don't
What are you
wanna
talking about, Shelly? What are you talking about?
I told you. Well, okay. First of all, I brought up I forget why I brought up that riot in the first place.
Right, I bet
Oh,
you
because
did.
of Donald Trump. Because of Donald Trump. That's right. Yeah, because that's where I got my pussy grabbed. Was at that concert.
You're bringing
Yeah.
up all of this stuff to deflect from the fact that Donald Trump is
I
literally
know. I forgot.
in the
I wasn't doing it on
Epstein
purpose though. I
files.
forgot. I'm a bad. Okay, let's get back to
Yes.
Trump. I gotta think real quick. Okay. Oh, his opiate ban. I don't agree with his opiate ban because like I worked in the nursing homes. Those old people like they hurt. You know, they really hurt. They should get their medicines. So I disagree with him on that.
Okay,
Is that good enough?
that means absolutely nothing. But
Give me something. Give me an example, and I'll agree or not agree.
we don't have to. You agree with everything that the man does. You're a MAGA Trump chick, and
No.
it just is what it is. Like
I'm
embrace
not.
embrace
No,
it.
I'm not.
You are a part of the cult who refuse
Oh, my
to
God.
look at facts and information and be
Oh,
able to think and realize that you're being played.
Oh my, no, I'm not getting played. Excuse me, I am not because I've been on these people's asses since I was a teenager. Okay, I started paying attention to shit in 1997 when they changed the driving laws to where you got suspended if you didn't pay your insurance. Okay, because it's like, hold on, we didn't get a memo about this shit, right? That's when I started following them. Like, ooh, these sneaky MFers. But look, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. You're hurting my feelings. Stop
It's not
saying
true.
that.
But it's not true. I can't stop saying it because it's
I
not
am
true.
not MAGA. I make fun of MAGA.
You
Like,
don't.
I told you.
No,
Yes,
you
I
don't.
do.
You are clearly MAGA.
Oh my God, no, I'm not. Stop it. Look, here's the thing. Like the whole SNAP things, I wasn't making fun of the poor kids or the poor moms. I wasn't making fun of none of that SNAP stuff. I fought back against it. So I'm not MAGA like that. I'm not a fan of RFK. I think he's a fucking, excuse my language, I think he's a CCP too. I think he's an infiltrator. I think he's a fake. Okay? Oh, I know what I was going to say. Remember a couple of years ago during COVID when I told you about Wexner and the trafficking and the money and
I do
all
remember
that?
you talking about that.
Remember?
yes.
About a couple of years ago, like during COVID, we had that conversation.
I don't remember it during COVID, but if you say so, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, how far back do your YouTube videos go?
I'm
I'll
not
find
sure.
it.
I'm not sure.
Well, I'll find it. If I find it, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay.
So, anyways, we had that conversation like years ago,
Okay.
and now that's what's coming out because the real list attached to every victim. Okay, they found like 20-something thousand kids already. Attached to 80% of them are social workers, public defenders, prosecutors, magistrates, administrators, commissioners, all the way on up.
Presidents.
That's
Presidents.
the real list.
Presidents.
That's the real list.
Presidents.
No, the president ain't on the list. But guess who funds all this stuff? The HHS funds this. But Mega has HHS looking at food dyes and freaking chips and soda on Snap. That's what Mega's about. They say they care about the kids. If they really did, they would make sure he cut off the money, okay, to the trafficking operation, which is the multi-system youth, which is the mental health, which reminds me, you know what Twin can do?
There's a lot of things Twin can do. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, he can't go work in a school because he has a record. So, like, an illegal immigrant can go work in a school, but he can't. But what he could do is go work for a nonprofit, and he could access all the kids he wants.
I'm not sure if he can or cannot work for a school. I don't know.
I'm sure they don't do background checks or drug tests because you're not even like a third party. You're like a fourth party. No, once that money goes to the nonprofit, it's never looked at again after that.
Shelly, here is what you have right. No doubt about it. They don't care about people. They don't care about issues. They don't care about children. They don't care about Christianity. They don't care about any of that stuff. All they care about is enriching themselves, finding ways, any way, to put more money in their pockets and in their friends' pockets. That's
right,
all they including Donald Trump. That's
well, I mean,
all.
okay, that's fine, but here's the thing. I'm not worried about, like, he's not my daddy. He's not your daddy. He can't, like, he's not the reason we got stupid speed humps in our roads, okay? These stupid speed humps. Oh, my God. Okay, so what they do, like Alicia Reese said it out loud at a meeting. She said, we cannot make law, but we can create policy. The reason everything is so expensive is because they doubled everyone's property taxes. They're cutting back on fun things like Pepsi Jam on Main, and they don't want us to have any fun down there. Kids can't have fun, we can't have fun. Can't eat a food truck after midnight. You know what I mean? Like stupid crap. Like that's not our culture here. But they're taking money away from that and putting it in social services. JFS claims to help 1.1 million kids every year. There's not even 1 million people in the county. So make that make sense. She said it. We can't make law, but we can create policy where we can tax the fucking people. That's what she said out loud.
All right. But again, what you have right is that all they care about is enriching themselves. And that includes Donald Trump.
Okay, but are you not about enriching yourself? Is everybody not about enriching themselves? But it's one thing to extort people. You can enrich yourself without. I've enriched myself without ever extorting anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I never threw anybody under the bus or extorted them or robbed anyone or played, or finessed. I never finessed. The only thing I ever finessed against is the government. I hate the government.
But we know Donald Trump has done all of that.
Okay, we also got to remember, you got to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Okay, it's like I don't go and talk to the administrator of DDS or whatever because I want to be friends with her, hate her. So I'm going to be kind to her, right? It's not being fake. It's called playing the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know this.
All right.
Like, I'm not going to be a bitch to Alicia Reese. I'm going to go, oh, hi, Alicia. Hi. Oh, I like your sweater. Tell me about this policy here.
All right. Hey, I appreciate your call, Shelly.
All right. Good night.
Good night. All right. That was Shelly. She said a whole lot of stuff. And believe it or not, I think she's right on some of the stuff she says. I don't know why she can't get over the Donald Trump hump. She can't get over it. Like, Donald Trump is just as bad as all of the other people that she's talking about, maybe even worse. But she can't get over it. Y'all, my time is up. I got to get out of here. Got to get ready to get out of here. I appreciate all of y'all hanging out with me. Again, I'm not sure if we'll do this tomorrow. Cause if I gotta shovel that driveway, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I want everybody to enjoy the rest of your evening. And do me a favor, as always, as you are out and about, check on somebody, because, it's supposed to snow. So check on somebody. And while you're checking on them, just to make sure they all right, be the reason that somebody smiles today or this evening. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.